Now you may remember recently I shot a video all about a smartwatch called the Kospet Prime 2. It's an Android 10 watch, that's full fat Android, not Wear OS. Comes with a rotating camera, all kinds of mental batshit craziness. Well, if you enjoyed that one for whatever reason, the good news is those crazy mofos are back at it again with this bad boy here, the Kospet Optimus 2. It's apparently what you want. Bum and indeed tish. Yes, it's once again full Android. Yes, you do get a rotating camera again. Yes, it's completely nuts. And you can buy one right now if you check out the link in the description as well. So let's whip it on out of the box, take you on a full on tour. And for more on the latest greatest tech, please do poke subscribe, ding that notifications bell. And yeah, that's it actually. Cheers. All right, let's see what we get in the box. Or should I say watch you get, and what you get is a watch. A big old chunky charging dock, definitely the biggest I've seen on any smartwatch, I think. It is unfortunately micro USB as well. And you actually get not one but two USB charging cables as well. One of them micro USB, so you can plug it into that dock, and another one that just connects directly to the smartwatch. You also get bundled in there an exceedingly cute little mini screwdriver, which doesn't actually fit any of the screws on the Kospet Optimus 2, mysteriously. And apparently this is a tool for removing the SIM tray on the watch, even though you can just do that with your nails, but okay, cool. You've also got a screen protector bundled in the box as well, quite rare for a smartwatch, and there is actually one already installed on the Kospet Optimus 2, although it's already got one of those annoying little air bubbles in it, which is incredibly infuriating. What's even more infuriating is the fact that I can't actually get that screen protector off. Oh, come on, you bugger. And last up, you even get a cute little OnePlus style thank you letter bundled in with the Kospet Optimus 2 as well, which is very sweet. Congratulations on becoming Kospet's most precious friend. Oh, cheers Martin, founder of Kospet. I like you too. The actual design of the Kospet Optimus 2, not too surprising. It is quite a chunky mofo, although not ridiculously hefty considering the size of it, mostly because it is just constructed from plastic. It's definitely one for bigger wrists, so I think it's going to look kind of ridiculous on my skinny little boy arms. Definitely not a very feminine look, of course. Up top you do of course have the flip out rotating camera, which we will fully test out later. On the left side of the watch you've got your SIM tray, and on the right side you've got two buttons, a back button and a menu button. And then as you can see there, you can quickly and easily remove the silicone straps if you want to replace them with other standard straps of a different ilk, different color, maybe a nice leather band for hitting the town on the night out. Anyhow, let's get to the good stuff. Let's get the Kospet Optimus 2 all powered up and take a look at this absolutely mental watch. Absolute bastard. Is that really necessary? Really? Step one is to, of course, install the mobile app onto your smartphone. You can do that by scanning that QR code. Otherwise, you can just say screw it and go straight to Google Play on your Android smartphone. And while the Kospet Prime 2 watch used an app called WeWare, I believe it was, the Optimus 2 uses one called GaoFit instead to get that installed, and it's also available on the Apple App Store if you've got an iPhone jobby. So yeah, another bloody app I'll have to sign up for. Once you're all signed up, got to do the usual, enter your height, your weight, your daily step goal, 9,000. Don't think I go to the toilet and back that often. Let's do it at something a bit more realistic. And then add device. And then mere moments later, we're all set up and ready for action. And the app itself looks pretty remarkably similar to every other smartwatch app I've used recently, so you can obviously dive on into the settings and fiddle around with a lot of the different options for the Optimus 2, customize it to your liking. Change up your steps target, you've got a find device option, automatic HR measurements, you can have that happening every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, etc, etc. You can also do automatic SpO2 measurements as well, once every hour, 2 hours or 3 hours. That's about it though, not quite as comprehensive as some others that I've tested out, that's for sure. And then back on the main screen you can see how much battery life you've got remaining, so we've got 74% left in there right now. You can also see how you're doing on your steps target, how well you've slept, you've got your heart rate and your SpO2, all that good stuff. And it looks like fairly standard functionality for your average everyday smartwatch. As you can see there, you can set an upper limit for your heart rate, so you can get a little nudge if you are starting to get a little bit excited, shall we say. You'll be able to track your SpO2 levels, all that good stuff as well over time, steps as well, see how much distance you've covered. But anyhow, let's actually check out the Kospet Optimus 2. So what you have here is a mighty 1.6 inch IPS screen. It's not an AMOLED sadly, so those colours are looking a little bit muted. Brightness levels seem fine, however. You can manually tweak the brightness in those settings. Yeah, and it might just about do you outdoors on a bright sunshiny day. It's not uber bright, but should be okay. So the viewing angles seem absolutely fine as well, perfectly legible even from a very tight angle indeed. I just cannot get over the size of this thing. It's absolutely freaking enormous. Not the most exciting of watch faces, but if you long press on it, as usual, you've got a variety of others that you can choose from. It looks like you do actually have one that is Optimus Prime's face as well, which is quite cool. Albeit new Optimus Prime, not the classic from back in the day. So plenty of analog and digital options, all with a variety of information right there on the main face. Or you do have some more classic looking Transformer stuff as well. And you can actually create your own custom watch face using a downloaded image or actually using that built-in camera. Now, it's a fully rotatable 13 megapixel camera using Sony's IMX214 camera sensor. And this is very similar to the camera found on the Kospet Prime 2, except now you've got the addition of a flash here as well, which you can activate like so. Go into this little menu, tap here. Unfortunately, it seems like the flash is only active in the standard mode rather than selfie mode, so I can take a picture of you with the flash right now. But if we swap back to selfie mode, then all of a sudden the flash is no longer active. And using that camera, you can even shoot full HD video, which is pretty freaking cool. So here is a video shot on my Kospet Optimus 2. Sorry, it's an extreme close-up. I can't really get my arm any further away from my face. You can see right up my nose. What a glamorous angle. But anyhow, back on the watch faces, there is actually a watch face store here in the Kospet Optimus 2 as well, which allows you to jump online and download some fresh ones if you're not enamored with any of the ones that are on there by default. Some proper classic monochrome ones on there, all kinds of stuff. Otherwise, you can also create a custom wallpaper using an image that you've downloaded as well. So I've got connected to the internet via Wi-Fi here on the Optimus 2, and I'm busy trying to type in Demon Slayer wallpaper, which actually isn't as bad as I thought it would be, despite the dinkiness of this display. Let's see if we can find something good. Yeah, that'll probably do. Get that downloaded. And now go to image and downloads, and there we have it. Just get that into frame. Perfect. There we go. We've got our own custom geeky anime wallpaper. Now, as I mentioned before, it is full-fat Android that this thing is running. It's actually Android 10.7 apparently, so not the latest, freshest Android 11. But you do have all of the standard Android features on here that you'd expect, plus a load of bonus watch stuff. So swipe down in order to access the main settings. As you can see, you've got the brightness controls, the do not disturb, airplane mode, all that good stuff. If you swipe this way, you've got access to the Android light mode, and with light mode active, you'll notice that the functionality is really stripped down. It's a lot more bog standard and basic. You can't access the internet or anything. All you can do is make phone calls, send SMSs, and check your sort of general fitness stats. If you do a swipe this way, you've got access to your notifications, and doing a swipe up this way will give you all your fitness shenanigans, how far you've walked, calories burned, etc. And last up, swiping to the left will bring up all of your apps that you've got installed in here. As you can see, there's absolutely tons of stuff already pre-installed. Pretty much everything you could hope for and expect. You can, of course, make calls and send SMSs via the SIM card, as long as you've got one in there. It's a nano SIM that this thing takes. Otherwise, you can check all of your usual fitness stats, your heart rate, your SpO2 levels, how well you've slept. But because this is full-fat Android, you've also got access to, for instance, the proper full-on Google Maps. And lots of other Google stuff. The only problem being, of course, that a lot of these apps aren't optimized for a circular display, unsurprisingly, because they are built for smartphones. So quite a lot of stuff is kind of cropped off. Not ideal when the menu option you want is actually just off screen. So I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to get to that. Okay, just pressing back seems to have done the job, thankfully. Of course, you can't do any multi-touch, you can't zoom in or anything because it's not multi-touch compatible, this screen. We can do, you know, the usual double taps in order to zoom in and such forth. And yeah, you do have full access to that Google Play App Store as well, so you can download whatever your lovely little heart desires. You've actually got 64 gigs of storage on here as well, so quite a bit for, you know, downloading lots of random apps. But yeah, of course, you'll have to remember that with any app that you open up, the display is not going to be well suited for it, so YouTube is a bit of a nightmare trying to get your subscriptions and all of that.
And some very nifty colour morph and design work. And best of all, these features are actually fully working and have been directly implemented into this shiny wee blower here.
Yeah, that speaker's reasonably loud, if not exactly great on the clarity front. And yeah, you got a built-in microphone on the Kospet Optimus 2 as well, if you want to make a call, as long as you've got a SIM in there, or access the Google Assistant. You're right, Google, how you diddling? Now, if you jump on into the settings from that apps menu, you've got access to all kinds of stuff in here as well. So you can play around with the battery options, turn on a battery saver mode if you like. jump into the display, you can see exactly how long it will be until the screen hibernates. You can access the lift to wake feature. There's no fast way of changing the volume of the speaker, so you'll have to jump into the sound settings if you want to do that. And here is also where you can pair up with any other Bluetooth devices you might have, like headphones. And then last up, swipe one final time and you've got access to your fitness training if that's your bag. Quite a decent variety of stuff, as you can see there, the usual walking, running, bicycling, playing a bit of football, ping pong, who doesn't like ping pong, rope skipping. If you want to add some more stuff though, just go to the fitness section. And in here you've got access to even more stuff that you can chuck in, get rid of some of the other stuff that you don't use. So if you're not really a badminton fan, get rid of that, but you can chuck in open and close jumps, which I'm guessing is a star jump. You got skiing, skating, squash, all kinds of shenanigans, even a bit of wrestling. 31 in total, so definitely an upgrade over the Optimus Prime 2. And this watch is so dense with different features and settings and everything. If you go into desktop settings, for instance, you can change up the look and style of these menus, so you can see exactly how you want your apps displayed in an Apple Watch style arrangement, or various others instead. And because that Kospet Optimus 2 is a full-fat Android device, you need a fairly beefy chipset to keep things running reasonably smoothly. So what you got in there is the MediaTek Helio P22, backed by 4 gigs of RAM. Definitely an upgrade over the older Prime 2. I've seen some apps acting a little bit janky here and there, occasional little judder, but otherwise seems reasonably smooth. And apparently, according to Kospet, you've actually got a secondary low-powered chip packed in there as well, which actually takes control whenever you're doing very little indeed, such as just, tracking your steps, making a phone call, something like that. So you're not getting so much of a battery drain. And speaking of that battery, it's a 1260 milliamp cell crammed inside of the Kospet Optimus 2. I had 74% battery about a couple of hours ago when I started this video. It's now down to 44%, so yeah, it'll just about last you the day if you don't have it full on using all of the features all of the time. At least you do have the likes of that battery saver mode and the Android Light mode as well if you do find you are starting to run a bit low. But anyway, that is a bit of a run through the Kospet Optimus 2, an absolutely bonkers smartwatch, just like the Kospet Prime 2. A few little upgrades, as you can see, in terms of the performance. You've got the flash for the camera now. Definitely an interesting and unique device, but it'd be great to hear your own thoughts down in the comments below. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do plug subscribe, ding that notifications bell, and have yourselves a fantastic rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you!